So home buyers are now coming to their senses. They're saying, you know what? We don't want to pay these ridiculously high prices. And you know what? These interest rates don't make it any better either. And then we're seeing all of these stories that have to do with insurance and property taxes. And we all know that inflation isn't really going anywhere. It's going down, right? But it's not even significant. We've talked about this over and over again. Remember, guys, I just want you to remember when the beginning of the year and everybody was like, there's gonna be 6 rate cuts. There's gonna be 8, 10 rate cuts.
What the f are you talking about, man?
Have we seen any rate cuts? Who was telling you guys no rate cuts this year?
Like and subscribe.
But guys, listen, we are gonna jump into it, guys, because home buyers are now starting to revolt over steep prices, and we're gonna go over it, guys. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Guys, I have a newsletter. It's free. You cannot beat it. It gives you great, valuable information. And as always, if you have any investment properties that you're looking to refinance, purchase, cash out, any of that stuff, I'm a lender. I've been doing it for 20 years. I can help you out with that. Guys, let's jump into this. It says home buyers are starting to revolt over steep prices across the US. Now, why would individuals right now, start to revolt over high prices, unaffordability of a home? Why would they do that today? Could it be all of the things that I stated at the beginning of the video? Maybe interest rates are way too high. Maybe insurance and property taxes is going ridiculous. Maybe people are getting laid off. Maybe people are unsure about their job situation, the stability of their job. There's tons of things that are happening in this down market that would make individuals say, you know what?
I don't want to buy a house just yet. Let's see what's happening.
The U.S. housing market, long crippled by inventory drought, is finally starting to see listings rise. But now in many places, the buyers just aren't showing up. Individuals, as their money starts to go away, and individuals' savings accounts are now smaller.
These ain't opinions. These are facts.
Now that individuals are seeing gas prices and things go high, and now that jobs are laying people off, people are saying, you know what, this housing thing, I don't know, maybe. Just maybe. I probably need to sit this one out, wait to see what's happening, because I don't want to lose my head in this housing market. Too many people are telling individuals,
hey, if you don't buy right now, you're gonna miss the biggest wealth creation that you've ever seen.
Now, where are those realtors? Are those real estate agents? Now, where are they at? Where are they at? I don't hear them. It's crickets. A lot of these guys are like, yeah, we said that 4 months ago, but we were just trying to sell your house. We were just, yeah. I don't know if you know, but the real estate industry is dying, and you know, with the settlement and all this other stuff going on, I need to sell a house. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear to get you in that house.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
That's what a lot of these real estate agents are telling you. And I'm sorry to tell you guys. And you know, guys know that I've been against what these guys have been saying, is that you need to work at your own pace. You need to make sure that this is something that you want to jump into, because why wouldn't you be cautious? Listen to me. Why wouldn't you be cautious for the biggest purchase of your life? Make it make sense to me. Why would you go and not get an appraisal, not look inside the unit? Why would you say, I maybe can make that payment this month, but I don't know. Why are you looking at Zillow listings and like,
well, if I cut back on some stuff, I can afford that mortgage.
Let's not stretch yourself financially just to purchase a home, an overpriced home on top of that.
It's trash.
Think about if you see price cuts happening right now, what will happen once it gets really bad? That's all I want to say. Sellers are grappling with the fact that higher for longer rates are choking off demand during what typically is the key season for the market. And more of those owners are cutting asking prices than any time since November 2022 as inventory grows stale, according to Redfin Corp. Now inventory is growing stale. Remember, it was, man, you'd be lucky if you could even get or put in a bid for a home. You will be lucky. There was lines across the block trying to buy homes. You think you're gonna buy a home? And there's only gonna be just you as the bidder. oh man, wait till you get to 2024. That's what these real estate agents were telling you. They were telling you that it's going to be a battle. And I was saying, I don't see how that battle's going to happen.
What's the matter? Can't fight your own battle?
With interest rates going up, with everything stretching the consumer to the brink. Just listen, Ragu is $20. A pack of bacon is $25. So imagine if all of these things are high. You don't think that an actual house is going to cost more?
Well, duh.
You go to the grocery store and things are high. You are buying a bag of chips and it has 3 chips in it and 97% air. And you're telling me that a home that grows in value isn't going to take a hit. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. If that's your rationale, thinking that, well, you know, that's food and this is homes, so nothing's going to happen with that. Now we're at a point where inventory is stale. And then it goes on to say, with mortgage rates rising back over 7%, who would have ever guessed that? Remember, there was just a couple of weeks ago, guys were like, oh, interest rates are going down, guys. Jump back into it. Now, these are realtors. I mean, but they're still telling you that interest rates are going down. So maybe you might want to buy a house right now before interest rates go back up.
Right.
But here's the funny thing. Interest rates did go down. They did go down for maybe a week. But not even that much. And where did they go right back? Above 7%. They're at like 7.7 right now. If you want to play the game of chasing interest rates and not chasing the purchase price, it's going to be a long day for you. With mortgage rates rising back over 7%, the willingness of home buyers to take a stab this season is diminished. And guys, listen, I've told you guys this over and over and over again. Unfortunately, most people are looking at monthly payments.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
And they're not looking at the whole picture. People love monthly payments. Have you not seen what the videos I've done on cars, on auto payments, on all this other stuff that people are willing to spend ridiculous amounts of money just because the monthly payment's right? And I'm here to tell you, please do not focus on those monthly payments solely. You can, of course, as a whole, focus on that, but a lot of people are only looking at monthly payments. They would pay $1 million on a home if they could pay the monthly payments. That's the truth. It's unfortunately, but I'm telling you, don't be one of those type of people. Coming into this year, the prospects of rate cuts by Federal Reserve stirred up some optimism for the housing market that had just emerged from the worst year of sales of previously owned homes in nearly 3 decades. But the economy continued to roar on, diminishing hopes for interest rate cuts anytime soon. So let's read in between the lines of this. Like, all of that stuff is great, worst year, all that other stuff, but what does that tell you that the Fed isn't cutting rates? That is telling you that things haven't got as bad as they are going to get. It's going to continue to get worse before it gets better. I say that all the time. Honestly, I just don't feel like there's any need to put an individual at risk financially just so you can be right.
Stop it.
I mean, I would not gamble my financial security on hoping that the housing market is going to continue to go up. It already went up ridiculous amounts of money. We're talking about 30, 40, 50, 60, maybe in some areas, even 80 to 90 to 100%, it went up, depending on what area you're looking at and what timeline you're using. It's ridiculous how much real estate and houses went up. Unaffordable. We all know that. And in my opinion, there is no reason to push yourself to the very brink just to buy a home. It makes no sense. Buyers are getting very little, if any, relief for high borrowing costs. The average rate on a 30-year mortgage has hovered near 7% since the middle of April, and prices have continued to climb higher. In the 4 weeks ended May 26, the median sales price was up 4.3% from a year earlier, from a record $390,613, according to Redfin. Did you hear what that said? It's continued to go up. Now, obviously, this is nationally, and it's not based off of your area. But here's the thing, guys. If housing is continuing to go up in this environment, what makes you think that there isn't going to be a dramatic fall? That there isn't going to be some drop in prices? Matter of fact, in your area, you probably have seen dramatic drops. You've seen people bring down the price. All you have to do is go to Florida, Texas. There's a bunch of markets that prices are continuing to drop. I don't see anything getting solved in the Florida market when it comes to insurance. Do you see anything happening with property taxes in Texas? Do you? I don't. Austin is down 20-something%. Just Austin itself. People are continuing to say, I cannot afford these homes. They are too high. They're too high. And people are still buying them even though they know they're overpriced, which blows my mind. House hunters of all kinds are being squeezed out of the market. Sales of new homes, a bright spot for inventory constrained markets, fell in April. Contracts to purchase existing homes that month slumped to the lowest level in 4 years. The pullback causing listings to accumulate rather than getting matched with buyers because nobody wants to buy now. Everybody is saying, I don't want to buy a house. Are you crazy? Why would I gamble my money away? Now it's starting to come up. But again, why is it that people are now saying that they don't want to buy a home? A lot of it has to do with economic constraints. Believe it or not, wow, if people don't have money to buy regular things that they need, they're not thinking about buying homes. They're probably thinking about, how can I pay for childcare for my kid? How can I buy food for my family? How can I take care of gas to get back and forth to work? That's what people are worried about. They're not worried about, can I buy a overpriced home for $100,000 over the listing price or $50,000 or $60,000? People are seeing $10,000 to $20,000 cuts and they're saying, that's still overpriced. I get what you're doing. You're just trying to shave off a little bit, but you're still gaining a lot.
Garbage.
Nobody wants to give you $80,000 overpaying on a property and then you go,
Hey man, I'll give you a price cut of 10 grand.
you're still getting $70,000 of an overpriced home. That's the problem. And then it says here that Sun Belt markets, including Florida, Texas, which boomed with the influx of new arrivals during the pandemic, are now cooling in part because people have been priced out. Again, that's what I just talked about. Contract signings were down at least 40% in Houston, West Palm Beach, Florida, Atlanta, but surged by roughly that amount in San Jose, California. If there's one market that's acting weird and continuing to still go up, but you got majority of the market leaning in a downturn, it's only a matter of time, guys. But again, this is the reason why I say that everything is local. You have to look in your area. You have to do the research in your area. Because if you don't do the research in your area, then it's a moot point. You can look at national data 24/7 and then never look at your local market and you will be lost. This is important. National data on top of looking at your local data, that's helpful. But only looking at national data to determine if you're gonna buy a house or not, you're shooting yourself in the foot. 18 months ago, homes in the booming suburban north of Nashville wouldn't even stay on the market for a day, says a real estate agent. Nowadays, a developer client recently pulled 2 homes off the market after getting some lowball offers. Are they lowball offers? Or are they offers that are what the house is actually worth? Because, developers, real estate agents, they're gonna say,
I put the house up for $500,000, but you guys are giving me lowball offers. You guys are offering $400,000.
and then people are like, yeah, but that's what they're worth. And the agent's like, not on my book.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
I know what you guys are thinking. The realtor should know better than I do. But unfortunately, there are so many bad realtors out here that they probably have done less, you hear me, less research than you have done.
Wait, what?
I know. You're like, that's impossible. He or she is a realtor. Of course they've done more research. Are you sure? Because I know plenty of realtors, I heard plenty of realtor stories, and they all are like, well, they didn't really do anything. They pushed over DocuSign links to me, and that was it.
And they also just sent me over a bunch of houses that I saw before they even sent me the link. I saw the houses before they sent them to me.
That's what I'm hearing. So why do I need them again? To sign a DocuSign link? Is that the reason why I'm paying them 3% on this house? Is that the reason?
Do you believe me yet?
And then you have guys like this that are saying, yeah, man, I just want to sell overpriced homes. Can't you guys just buy them? The point of this video, guys, is for you guys to understand what's actually happening in the market, for you guys to actually see what I'm pointing out, these reading in between the lines scenarios. And guys, remember, this is the biggest purchase of your life. Do not let someone FOMO you into this scenario of buying a $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 property, which is your home, and making you overpay for it, or making you think that interest rates are gonna go down and it's okay to strain yourself financially. We want to stay away from that, guys. But we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get into your first rental property, and I promise you the information you will get from that video, it will be gold. See you in the next one. Thanks.